So this is not at all how I was expecting to start this video out, but we have a level 5 Gemsbok right there with an upper estimate of 345. Now, I have not seen a level 5 male Gemsbok in a very long time, so I don't even know if this guy is going to make it or not. Those horns look insanely large though. I can't say I've ever seen a 5 that looks this huge, so I'm wondering if this is going to be our first ever diamond level 5 male. I've had plenty of diamond females in the past, including a 1000 scoring level 5 female that I got quite a while ago before I did YouTube, but I've never seen a level 5 male and actually have it make it. I've killed a couple level 5 males in the past, but both of them trolled by quite a lot, so hopefully this guy will end up being our first diamond. Now, I didn't really get a chance to do the intro for today, but we have the muzzleloader and the 470, as you guys voted for in the poll that I put out a few days ago. But that right there is an awesome start. Let's see if we can get a shot into it. I've got the mini ball in the muzzleloader, and hopefully this guy ends up being a diamond. And just like that, we have dropped him on the spot. I did not expect him to drop. I was fully expecting him to run a little ways, but we did manage to drop him, so that is awesome. So as I was saying, I don't even know where to begin when it comes to judging the size of this guy, but we should probably deal with this first. So now that we've taken care of that, let's go ahead and get a picture and then get this guy picked up. Now we do have Wolf with us today because Hunter went invisible during one of the live streams, and so I put him away, and I just forgot to bring him back out. So we do have Wolf with us instead, but I think that looks pretty good right there. So yeah, that looks pretty awesome right there. Definitely like that. So let's go ahead and claim this. It is just a gold by 2 points. That was so close to being my first ever diamond level 5, and honestly, that thing looks incredibly impressive. If it would have been just a little bit bigger, then it could have made it. I can't believe that. That was so close, but it just wasn't quite big enough. But that's still an amazing way to start this video out, and we are in multiplayer. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but we are in multiplayer, so I was pretty happy to see this is the first thing that I find on this server. I looked at a few kudu and some Cape Buffalo, but didn't really find anything good, and I ran down to this lake, and this guy was just chilling down here, so I think we're actually going to save him in our trophy manager. Actually, no, we're going to taxidermize this guy because he was super close to making diamond, and he's by far the biggest male Gemsbok I've ever killed. So we're going to give him the tax and probably find a place for him in the lodge if we can, because he looks insane. That's such a cool trophy. I just wish he would have been 2 points bigger. Then he would have been a diamond. Well, looks like we have company again. That should take him down, though. I think that should be good enough. And yeah, he just went down. Just a level 7 that we ended up headshotting. But the penetration on that 470 is quite impressive, I gotta say. I think eventually we might try to Texas Heartshot a Cape Buffalo. That is something that you guys have requested in the past, and it could definitely be interesting to say the least. But I think we might be able to do it if we try hard enough. I'm not gonna guarantee it'll go good the first time, but I think it's something we'll definitely try in the future. So there is a pretty decent wildebeest right there at 250. I think we're going to try and get its attention, then take it with the muzzleloader. Provided it will actually stop, and just like that it does. I'm going to assume that that was probably where we needed it to be. And yeah, it definitely was. It just died, so I honestly didn't know if we were going to hit that, but it looks like we did, so I'll take it. Kind of a risky shot, but at least it worked. Yeah, that was definitely a vital hit, and Hunter has picked up the trail already and is now running over to the kill, which is not that far away, actually. That thing dropped pretty quickly. And it should be a pretty decently scoring one too. 34.80, not too bad. It's about halfway between silver and, or not silver, gold and diamond, so not a bad one. And my gosh, the penetration on the muzzleloader is just insane. It always blows my mind how insane the penetration is. Pretty impressive. Well, this might be a bit of an issue, but I suppose the whole point of this video is to use the 470 and the muzzleloader on Vurhonga, so this gives us the perfect opportunity to do that. I think that second one clipped a lung, so we should be okay to get full score on it. Not going to shoot it again, just so that we can make sure we maintain that full score. Let's get Hunter onto it real quickly so he can get the XP for finding such a massive animal. And we'll let him howl real quickly too. 127, not too bad. Well, we seem to have angered another Cape Buffalo. I don't know how we managed to do that from this range, but looks like we do have one more running over to us to give us another close range encounter. So we'll wait for him to get over here and then take him out, and then we'll probably go to another Cape Buffalo spot that's a little bit further down to the west. And here he comes. And that should do the trick right there. Didn't even have to let him get close to me. And this guy's score is 119, just barely a gold, but still a gold nonetheless, which I really didn't expect out of a level 6, but I mean, I'll take it. We managed to get double lung on him thanks to the massive lungs that Cape Buffalo have. So we ended up hopping over to another server, and that right there is a massive wildebeest. That is such a huge level 4, and these ones right here with this weight estimate have a pretty good chance of making diamond, which that's what we're hoping for with this guy. If we can just get him to go broadside, hopefully we can get a shot into him, and hopefully he'll be a diamond. Let's just make sure we got the range, and yeah, 216 should be perfectly doable. And now it's just going to be a matter of this guy actually turning broadside for us. Which he just did right there, and we managed to smack him pretty good, it looks like. And yeah, he just went down. Now, I personally have never managed to get a level 4 diamond for the wildebeest, but I see so many people posting them, and I believe Kill Clinton has killed a few himself, and he says that they commonly make diamond with this weight estimate, so I think there's a pretty good bet that this one does have a decent chance. Well, there he is. Let's hope this guy ends up making it. If I remember correctly, this is the horns that can make diamond, although it's been a long time since I've killed one, so that might be incorrect, but let's get our dog close to it so we can get a picture. That looks pretty good right there for the most part. Actually, that angle right there is perfect. So now that we got a picture, let's go ahead and claim this, and hopefully it ends up being a diamond. It's just a gold. It's about 0.60 below, unfortunately. Very, very close, though, and we did get a really good shot, so that's good right there. But unfortunately, it just didn't score high enough. So close, but not quite. Well, that right there is another gold Gemsbok. I think this is the second one that we found in 3 days, and third one that we found in the last month. I had heard that these were supposed to be relatively rare, but I seem to find them more than any other rare on Vurhonga, which I guess could partly just be because there are so many Gemsbok in very few places, which can definitely help with finding stuff like that, but we're just going to sit here and wait for it to come back because I think that's probably going to be the best bet at getting it down. If we chase it, who knows when it's going to stop, but if we just sit here and wait, it should come back within 3 or 4 minutes most likely. So I'm slowly starting to think that this guy's not going to come back in the same path that these other ones have because a lot of them did get back here and I still have yet to see him again. So I don't exactly know where he went off to. I think he might have just kept running and never turned back. But I guess the only way we can really tell is if we go... Actually, he's right there. He's actually right there. And it looks like he's walking in the other direction. So that's a little unfortunate. I don't think we even spooked him. I think he was just heading in that direction anyway. Well, I guess we're gonna have to change our plans a little bit. So I have now looked at both of these herds for a very long time and don't see our gold one anywhere. I'm really starting to wonder if I am on the wrong herd. Because there were a few that did run further over in this direction towards the northeast, but I could have sworn that he followed these. But I don't think so anymore because I've spotted every single one of these multiple times and there's no gold ones. So the only thing that it could have done was gone to the right further and followed the other herd. This guy is proving to be a lot more difficult and elusive than I was expecting. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, the amount of time that I have spent trying to find this guy. And we finally found him. He's 128 away, so we're a little bit closer than I was expecting him to be. We should be able to get a shot on him now. He is a very small level 4, but that's still a 4 nonetheless. And as long as the other one doesn't get in the way. Oh, never mind. He's back. That should be good. I think that should be good right there. It looks to be pretty good with how fast he's going down. I had to be really careful that he wasn't going to turn as I shot, because otherwise we probably would have skull shot him, which would have immediately ruined the trophy, but we got him down. Hopefully he's going to end up being a gold. I think he should. So there he is. He's definitely not the biggest gold Gemsbok in the world, and actually I think this is the smallest one I've killed out of all of the ones that I've found. Let's go ahead and have our dog sit and then push him over there closer. Not too bad. I like that. Let's go ahead and claim this now. A 269 scoring gold Gemsbok. Unfortunately, it is just a silver. It didn't quite get the gold medal. Otherwise, it would have been a gold, which is obviously just too perfect to be true. So he ended up making silver. But that's still really cool. We'll definitely taxidermize him. I'm happy to add something to the lodge besides that troll Gemsbok at the beginning. Almost every time I come to Vurhonga, we end up either getting Cape Buffalo or Gemsbok, and I think that's probably just because of how plentiful they are. Level 9 capes and rare/diamond Gemsbok seem to be relatively common here on Vurhonga. It honestly never gets old coming to this location and just seeing Gemsbok everywhere. If you guys are not aware of this spot, it is down here at this little lodge. If you come here during the drink time for Gemsbok, almost any server that you go on to, they're gonna be thick like this. I don't know if this is intended by the developers, but it's very similar to those feed zones that are just above it. There's always just a ton of Gemsbok here for some reason. I feel like it has to do with maybe a bunch of zones being combined into one drinking area where all of them tend to just congregate. But it makes for some pretty crazy hunting for Gemsbok, and you can make so much cash here if you just take out as many of them as you possibly can. And ooh, hold on, that looks to be a pretty big one right there. If we could just, yep, that is a level 5. Well, I guess I know which one we're taking out. And he just happens to be tucked behind a bunch of others, as you would expect. But I think that should do it right there. Please let this guy be a diamond. This is the second 5 that we've found in the past hour of server hopping, and it's been almost a year since I saw my last level 5 before today, so I'm pretty interested to see if this is actually going to end up being a diamond. Our first one trolled us by 2 points, which was really disappointing. This guy right here had a little bit better estimate, I think. I could be wrong, but please let this thing be a diamond. There's a chance that it is, and once again, it's just a massive looking Gemsbok. Get a quick picture of this guy. And let's go ahead and claim him. It's just a gold once again, and it's an even worse troll. Just barely over a point. Wow. That was even worse. I can't believe we got trolled twice. I mean, I can believe it because level 5 Gemsbok really tend to troll a lot when it's the males. But man, the fact that we've been trolled by just a tiny bit each time is just so crushing. But I think you guys can see why I love this location and why it's a place that I hunt quite a bit, and it actually sounds like somebody else is near us now. But yeah, that's crazy. Sucks that it trolled, but at least we found ourselves another level 5. So I have heard quite a few people say that the level 4 Springbok do have a chance at making diamond, and since this one has an upper estimate of 112, there is a chance that this one could make it. And we also got a dark brown or black brown or whatever they're called over here, but those aren't really a rare, they're more of an uncommon, so I'm not too worried about that. We're going to try and get to 100 meters and then take it with the round ball out of the muzzleloader. The round ball is the only one that you can actually shoot them with and get integrity, so we're going to do our best to try and get a shot in there. This thing's pretty limited on range, which is why we have to get close, but I think this should be doable. And yeah, I'd say that guy went down just as quickly as I would have expected him to. I just got a call from a Gemsbok, which means they're probably coming over to their drink zone, and yeah, it looks like we actually spooked some off, so I'm probably going to let them come in, and we'll see if we can find any good Gemsbok out of these herds. There's, like you guys saw in the last server, there's quite a few Gemsbok that come to drink here, and we are just barely into the next drink time for Gemsbok, because they have 2 of them on Vurhonga. They have the early morning one, and then the late night one, which is the one that we're currently in. So let's have our dog track down where we actually hit that Springbok, because I completely passed it apparently. Oh, there it is. There we go. I got distracted by the Gemsbok and didn't even realize we passed it. But anyway, let's go ahead and pick this little guy up, and hopefully he'll be a diamond or at least close. It is just 102. I kind of thought this one looked smaller than some of the others, but still a good one. And honestly, there's not nearly as much penetration on the round ball compared to the mini ball. I never use this ammo type, so I didn't even know that. But anyway, I think it's time to back off and try to get to the opposite side of the lake over here, so we can actually be in a better spot for when these Gemsbok start coming into their zone, because they've been trying to, but I keep spooking them off because I was claiming that Springbok. But now that we got that guy picked up, we can actually move out of the way, and hopefully there's going to be something good in this herd. And our dog hunter just hit level 18 in companion and is getting really close to level 14 in tracker, which means we're getting close to our next trait. And let's see what we actually have for the next traits. At level 20, we can choose between Sharp and Spotted, and I think I'm probably gonna do Sharp, because last time we did Spotted with our other dog, so I think we're gonna go with Sharp this time. And then on the next one, we'll go with Close, and the very last one, we're gonna go with Brave, I think. Since we're making Hunter a good mix of a companion dog and a tracking dog, I think that's gonna be perfect. And just like that, we got ourselves another gold Gemsbok. I'm starting to think these might not be as rare as they're supposed to be. I've heard so many people say that this is one of the rarest things to find, and we have found 2 in one video and 2 others within the past month. So I'm starting to think maybe they're not quite as rare, and every single one that I've found has been out of multiplayer, so it's not even like it was off of my map either. This is just what I've been finding hunting different multiplayer servers. So I am starting to think they're not as rare as what I once thought they were. So this guy's actually pretty much right where we need him. He's about 215 to 225 away, and that's more than doable, so let's hope that was good. It was so hard to see the crosshair, and that is a random Springbok. We're just going to walk by her and ignore that, because we got ourselves a gold one down, and that's a little bit more important. So let's head over there and check this thing out. Kind of surprised we've seen 2 of those and 2 level 5s within an hour and 15 minutes of recording on multiplayer. Pretty crazy, especially since I usually struggle just to find one good Gemsbok. But I guess this just shows how good this drink zone really is. We've had a lot of really awesome trophies, and they've all been around this area when it comes to the Gemsbok, for the most part at least. The first one was away from this area, but we got the first gold one in the feed zones that these herds usually use, which are just up the hill. And then we got one of the 5s and another gold from this little drink zone right here. But since it is getting pretty dark and a bunch of people have been joining the session, I'm probably going to just claim this and not really worry about a screenshot or anything. But that one is actually smaller than... Actually, no, he's slightly bigger than the last one we found. Still awesome, though. Let's get a screenshot of this guy. Not too bad, honestly. It's been a pretty successful day. When I first started this video, I didn't really expect much out of it. I was fully expecting that first level 5 Gemsbok to be the only thing that I would find, but we've managed to make this into a pretty insane hunt. And when I first started, I had no intentions of primarily going for the Gemsbok, but that's pretty much just what we ended up finding. Almost all the servers I joined into were at the perfect time for them, so that's what we ended up hunting. So we're running low on space in the main lodge and the backup lodge, so we are going to put this guy right here, even though it kind of clips through, although at that angle that's about the best it's gonna get, I think. But we'll put him there and then drop one of the gold right here. And as far as the other one, I don't really know. We're running extremely low on space in all of my lodges at the moment, but that right there will have to do for now. We really don't have too much to show off because most of the things that we got were things that I already had in the main lodge or just weren't really that impressive, so we're not really gonna take too much time on them. But I really do appreciate you guys watching the video. It really does mean the world to me. Once again, guys, thank you so much for getting us to 14,000 subs. I know I've said that a couple times already, but it really does mean the world to me that you guys enjoy my content enough to subscribe, and I just can't believe it, honestly. It's insane to me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. I do post 3 to 5 videos a week along with daily live streams starting at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also be sure to leave a comment and a like down below to help support the video even further. It really does help a ton with YouTube's algorithms, and also I enjoy engaging with you guys and replying to comments as much as I can. So if you guys have anything that you'd like to say to me or any video ideas or questions, feel free to leave them down below. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!